Hi, my name is David Devlin, and welcome back to another episode of Battle Basics. In this episode, we no longer have our MVP Dusclops to help us out with Trick Room or to proc weakness policy, so we've had to adapt. We find another Pokemon with a similar role who could fill out the team, and in this episode, we get to use the other two members of our team that aren't often used. We had to adapt our strategy with a little bit of luck, and we clutched it out in the end. Enjoy the battle, and thanks for watching. Alright, so here is the new team that I put together since Dusclops is out of commission. He's currently entered into our draft league that we are also putting up on YouTube and playing live on Twitch. So now we've added Dragapult into substitute for him. This this whole thing right here is all about how to make these kind of adaptations. We had Dusclops on, who was able to use Shadow Sneak and proc Calyrax's weakness policy. Also had a Will-O-Wisp, also had some other functions to him. So instead of just putting any old bone on the team, I had to find a Pokemon who could fulfill that role. So specifically, Dragapult here is fast, can't put up Trick Room, so we're gonna have to just forgo that. But it can also learn Will-O-Wisp. It has screens if I need, a good damaging move, and Shadow Sneak. So now, here's the opponent. We're up against a Kyogre team, which generally when you see Kyogre, it's gonna be a fast kind of team. Maybe Grimmsnarl there at the bottom will be there to slow down an opponent. Dragapult can, assist in certain ways as well, being a supportive role. So can Regieleki. Regieleki could also proc weakness policy. Anyway, so here we go. Good luck, have fun. Oh, thank you, David. Good luck, have fun, Luna. Calyrax here is definitely the threat, and now normally I would have alternatives of switching back and forth between Feeny and Indeedee, but today I'm just taking a bit more offensive approach to the battle now that I have to change up the whole not getting Trick Room up anyway. So we lead right up for Dragapult, we lead right up for Calyrax. Right off the bat, I could Shadow Sneak to get that weakness policy proc, and I have Max Earth down there ready to attack. Whenever you're gonna Max Earth, you're always looking out to see if there's any Flyings or Levitate Mons in the back. From right off the bat, I don't think I remember any of them. There was like a Kartana, there's some other things. So yeah, the Dragapult goes for the Shadow Sneak. We're gonna Max Quake, Max Hail. He's considering it. Oh, Max Hail just in case. Now I can't remember. Was there a flying type? No, I can't remember. Oh, there he is. We're checking Dragapult. Nope, nothing has flying. Nothing has levitate. So a Quake would be good. Ice would be good also to reset the weather, and so that Max Spout is not Max Spout, Water Spout or Origin Pulse won't be hitting as hard. And of course, Regieleki could have the Sash. Regieleki could also Volt Switch out. So maybe the best bet is to knock off this Kyogre here, who, when it has full health, that Water Spout is going to do that much more damage. And even though I am the slowest Pokemon in the field, I'm smiling there. We get the Dynamax off first, which means Dynamaxes also go in the turn of speeds. So Kyogre and Regieleki being faster than me, I know that they are not Dynamaxing. Calyrax sitting at a whopping 414 health. Dragapult goes for that Sucker Punch right into Calyrax. Weakness policy is activated. And let's see how this plays out. Regieleki goes for Electro Web, dropping our speeds. Now, speed wasn't really a part of our plan anyway, so me being slower is not a big deal. Calyrax was already the slowest thing, and a Water Spout, full health, brings us way down. Well, we live it, it's fine, but it is a critical hit on Calyrax. Now, that hurts. That hurts a lot, because think about that. That's a crit hit. I mean, if we didn't get crit there, we would have had so much more health, and one-shotting this Kyogre after the weakness policy proc, plus the special defense boost to help against Regieleki. Like, we would have been in a commanding position if we didn't get crit, but we are still on the field. And since I have all these resources kind of poured into Calyrax now, I just have to do my best to protect it. Do my best to keep it on the field. Do my best to get as many KOs as I can. I am worried about right now Regieleki coming out and hitting us with a strong special move because it's got a very strong ability boosting its electric type attacks. Calyrax is already pretty weak. It does have that special defense boost, but we're going to see how the opponent tries to counter what's in front of them. They go Dragapult. Dragapult is a scary mon. Can be physical, can be special, can be supportive. It's got a lot of options for it. Obviously, the Sucker Punch there is good unless it wants to go for something like a supportive move, but maybe our own Dragapult could take it out, get an attack on it before it takes us out. Maybe we could even kill it. Maybe it goes for Volt Switch. And just to protect our Calyrax for a little bit longer, maybe get some more damage down on our own, from our own Dragapult, I opt for the Max Guard here. Oh, I just looked around for my own text. Voiceover David's looking around for a text, but I realized it happened on his screen. Okay, we're really waiting here. What is happening? All right, so they're going for the Dynamax. Now that's probably going to be the Dragapult. Dragapult, very offensive. This is a Max Ghost, would probably destroy us. So they're going big here. Calyrex weak to Ghost. So is Dragapult. Our Max Guard is revealed. And Sucker Punch comes out, doing a good amount of damage. It would have been better if he wasn't Dynamax, but not too bad. And the weakness policy comes out. So Dragapult now sitting at +2 as well. Thunderbolt also into Calyrex. And Max Phantasm into Calyrex. They went for the double. Now, if they went and spread their moves out a little bit, they would have had a little better chance there. I have the Phantom Force on my Dragapult. Looking at what options I have. I am slower, though. I know I got my speed drop, so it's probably not likely that I'll get this off. And now I'm looking at Calyrex to see if I want to change other than Mons, but I think what right now I'm thinking is, you know, I know Calyrex is going to die here. Everything's faster than me. My only chance is going for a double, potentially to keep Calyrex on the field, and maybe swapping to something like that Volcarona with the Rage Powder, or trying to paralyze something with Dragapult. But I did opt for it, so I'm making a risky play here. This is all hacks from here. I know these two fast Mons in front of me could absolutely take me out, so my best bet here is a double. Going for Volcarona. Shiny, we found on stream. Max Guard does happen, popping off. David's excited. He's looking at no one. No one's there. No one's in the room with him. And the Thunderbolt also, the double up happens again. Goes double up into Calyrex. I lose my Dynamax, but that's a-okay. Now it's a pretty sweet Rage Powder right here. Rage Powder does direct both of the target's moves away from the opponent, our ally rather, and goes to Volcarona. Now, obviously, we're going to get hurt by an Electric Web, but I have that special defense boost. It's looking pretty good, and as long as the Electric Web doesn't, you know, hurt Volcarona too bad, then Dragapult will also get redirected, and that wastes his whole Dynamax turns. Luna's, rather. Pretty lucky they're getting the Max Guard. I needed that to at least have a chance to not waste my Calyrex here with just a single hit, and now with Volcarona in position, I can redirect. Something to take note of, too, is that Luna chose to double up Calyrex every time. And some people find a bit more advantage by taking your Dynamax Pokemon and targeting the non-Dynamax Pokemon, because even if they decide to protect, you can still, a Dynamax Pokemon can still attack through a non-Dynamax Pokemon's protect. So if you just need to get damage off, or you need to get those stat drops off, I think sometimes it's always a better, not sometimes it's always, sometimes it's better to target that non-Dynamax Pokemon with your Dynamax Pokemon if you have the option, because that Max Guard is just so brutal. But I get my Glacial Lance off, bringing both these guys right down. I mean, at +2, it's a crit on Regieleki. Don't think it mattered. Dragapult going down. Calyrex is still sitting at +2. That's a stab Glacial Lance, doing a lot of damage. And this opponent is now at... Is it just the last one? I think it's just the last one. Or two? Oh my gosh. I couldn't even believe it. Look, I'm exhausted. The big plays. Big risk, big reward. Grimmsnarl is coming out. Can be a very strong physical attacker. Most often runs support. And now that we've seen that Dragapult was obviously being more of an offensive threat with the weakness policy, Grimmsnarl is probably more of a support line. Though my Pokemon are both not doing super well, not doing super hot. Will-O-Wisp comes out, misses, hopefully trying to stall this physical attacker. Spirit Break comes out, taking out the biggest threat on the field, which is totally respectable. Calyrex goes down. I only have 2 Pokemon left, but it's a fully healthy Rillaboom, who's going to have a terrain boosted as well, with this Dragapult, who's very much faster than Grimmsnarl's attacks. Looking at this game here, it's looking very much in my favor. What really went down is that I had that Max Guard. That second Max Guard is what saved me. Being able to dish out my weakness policy proc Calyrex after the fact was everything. But those are kind of the plays you have to go through sometimes. I mean, this is already an adaptation. I didn't have Trick Room in my favor. The only thing I had was my redirection from Volcarona, and I knew that. I didn't go my normal play of Feeny or Ndidi for redirection, and so I had to adapt. Using Volcarona, using your resources in the back. This is why the team of 6 is so important. Sometimes the core doesn't make it, but that's why you have, your other allies in there. Good game, Luna. Great game, everyone. Thank you for watching, and bye.